everyone, and welcome back to Crash Landing. In the last episode, we set up our spawner to actually work this time. So not only do mobs spawn in there, but they fall down onto some punji sticks, and we get the loot in here. And it's working pretty well. We don't have a crazy amount, but it's doing its job, and it's purely just spawning them based on nighttime, or I guess darkness, as opposed to like actually getting a mob spawner in there. What else did we do? Oh yeah, we set up the smeltery, and it's fully functional and fully automated, sort of. It's fully automated at the moment to be making itself seared stone and whatnot. So this guy here is actually going to be filling up with seared stone. What it should be doing is be filling up with a mixture of seared stone and seared cobblestone. It's currently not doing that. I honestly, I'm not sure how to fix that either. I'm not sure what I should be doing differently. I feel like, I don't know, but obviously, yeah, we don't want stone, we want cobblestone. But the problem is this guy's clearly too fast compared to this guy. And I think it's because he's searching for an inventory as opposed to just putting one in. So I think maybe we do need a buffer chest. I think we might. I think a buffer chest might be for the greater good. So for example, if I go ahead and chuck a chest here, this guy should eventually, once it finds it, fill up with cobble. Beautiful. Then if we place this guy here, he's only got one place to go. Like, he doesn't have to search for an inventory. It's there. Which means, as you can see, he's actually going to work. We're going to get seared cobblestone. And I believe that will then work to go into there. What we might need as well is potentially a buffer on top of that too. The reason we might need that is because obviously sometimes it is going to fill up with seared stone, like this. Sometimes it's going to have cobblestone, vice versa. So to do that, we're going to have to make another, transfer node or whatever. So that should be fine. This episode, I'm planning to go through a bunch of the quests and hopefully make some good progress here. Probably starting with Pneumatic as well, because I think that's gating quite a lot of advancements here. I'm just going to set up a buffer chest. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. I looked through it like different auto crafting. I feel like applied energistics is sort of the first chance we get at auto crafting, which is a little bit rough to say the least. I'm going to place this guy here so he'll fill up with whatever we happen to make. Then from here, we're going to go back into there. And so that should work. And so yeah, this is what we want to see. We want to see more seared cobblestone than we do stone. Because that's obviously the better ratio. I think what we could do is make this a longer line. You know what I mean? That might actually help, because I guess if it takes longer to get there, maybe that'll help. I'm not too sure. I don't. Once again, I'm not too sure how we'd make this easier. Do we have integrated dynamics? When did integrated dynamics come into the picture? Not too sure. Okay, so quest. What do we need? Well, assuming that we start, I'm still scared of those jumping spiders, to be honest. The other episode, we found a spider that jumped to like clean over the wall. A little bit scary. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to start with this first page, then we'll go to the under pressure once we decide we're done. So, item duct. We need an opaque item duct. So this guy right here. So that's going to be tin and lead. We might even just have that already. We've got the lead. 1, 2. Beautiful. And we'll run to our middle crafting table and voila, item duct. What's this like? Contents cannot be seen. Install a pneumatic server to upgrade. Configure with an empty hand once upgraded. Oh, it could have been empty. I was using a wrench before. But this guy's done. We can get a portable tank. We can get an iron chest, or we can get a leadstone flux capacitor. Look, it's fully charged as well. Leadstone flux capacitor is lead, copper, sulfur, redstone. We're probably going to just go for this recipe. I guess, yeah, how do we get sulfur? We sieve sand for sulfur. We're not really sieving sand at the moment, so we don't have that much sulfur. The iron chest, it's 8 iron, which for us is kind of a lot at the moment, but realistically, we've got infinite iron as well, so like, I don't know. Like, we've already got iron somewhat automated, so I don't think that's a problem. So we'll grab this guy. Oh, we get them all? Oh. We get them all. Okay, yeah. Okay. Now I'm picking it up. What I actually do want to do is upgrade this chest here, because I mean, as you can see, it is quite full. To do that, we're going to need gold. So we want full thingies of gold, like that. And what I'm probably going to do as well is actually pulverize this up so that we make sure that we get more bang for our buck. So we hammer these, and that's going to give us the crush stuff. And this guy's probably picked up some. No. I've noticed that he's pretty good at not picking up what I'm trying to pick up. You know what I mean? He just gets whatever I happen to miss. I feel like we got an extra piece of sand. I feel like we had 7, right? And now we had 8 from that. So it is pretty good. It gets the job done. So if we had 8, we should now get 8 of these, which should take us to what, 14? 15, look at that. I think we got an extra as well. So this guy, we can actually chuck in this smeltery if we want to, and it will double our resources, which, I mean, as you can see, is pretty good. So what we could do here is I could disconnect this pipe so it stops putting the stuff back in and just let it finish casting. So it'll finish smelting this stuff, and as you can see, it won't go anywhere. It'll just finish up. And we'll be able to see how much we've got extra as well, because obviously this guy's been doing his thing, so hopefully we'll have more than we started off with. So yeah, I guess we have to be a little bit patient there. In the meantime, we need some beef jerky. That's always a win. So that's just to set up a chest over there, right? It's not part of the quest. It's just a little side thing we have to do, or I want to do. Next up would be plastic and printed circuit boards. Now, the plastic we can get, all I have to do is plant. Oh, how did I do that? How did I? Oh, X opens the map to be bigger. Very interesting, and I can zoom in or out. Very cool. We can probably zoom in now that we're not exploring and stuff. So that's, yeah, nice, beautiful. Okay, so yeah, the rubber we can probably do. Somewhere we've got a rubber tree sapling. It might even be in our bag of holding, or it might not be. That's always a possibility. Oh, here it is, rubber tree sapling. So this will obviously get us sort of what we want. We are going to need a piece of dirt. And the other problem is I need to figure out where to put it. That tree isn't growing, or at least it hasn't. I think possibly because there's this floating nook right there, maybe. Regardless, that sapling is going to go there. I'll pick this guy up. We'll F7 so that we can find wherever this needs to go. Slap that in the corner. And I'll probably slap this guy down as well, just to keep things a little bit safe. Okay, next up is watering can. Will this help it grow? It should. I believe it applies to anything that can grow. But with that being said, oh, I was going to say, we probably could get away with, what am I trying to say? Bone meal, because we do have that farm up. Dry rubber leaves and rubber leaves, cool. Are they all going to dry? Is that a problem? Possibly. I might quickly sprint back. We've got enough food that I can sacrifice some sprinting. And grab the bone crook. Yeah. I'm going to hopefully get another rubber tree sapling, because if we only have one, obviously, we probably do want more than just the one. Alright, we got about 2. Not too bad. And as you can see, there's a bunch of rubber that's dropping on the ground as well. This guy might have picked up one. Yep, there we go. Cool. I'll plant another one. So this rubber, if we smelt it, we should get plastic. We can also use it to make sticky pistons. It'll make torches, so it's pretty good. Yeah. So we could have gotten this pretty early on, and we would have had a steady supply of wood, obviously, but also torches and slime and stuff. Still not too sure what the explosions are, but we're seemingly fine still. Every time it happens, I'm like, okay, where's the massive hole in the wall? But no, I think we're good. But then we need a printed circuit board. If I search printed circuit board, we need an unassembled PCB, yeah, which requires apparently like a full assembly chain. There's no way that's what we actually need. Because I feel like just knowing how that mod works, I feel like that's a decent amount of effort to get there. But I mean, maybe. All right, let's put this stuff away. We'll keep it there for later, right? We'll probably get to it eventually. Oh yeah, we want this. Okay, so hold on. Put that away. Put that away. The smeltery is probably empty by now. Let's see. Yep, seemingly empty. This guy's got a little bit of leftover stuff in him. If we wanted to, we could sort that out, but I'm pretty happy with where we're at. So I'm just gonna void this little bit that we have there. Try to pick up that stuff. This guy has our casting table and our ingot cast. So we'll slap him down, put on the ingot cast if we can. Oh god, I keep. Hold on, there we go. Because it's constantly putting the cobble in. And then, boom, we put the gold in. And so that'll obviously smelt up. This will double, so we should get 18 out of this and then an extra 12 out of that. And yeah, beautiful, wonderful. All right, the gold is done. It is now all going into the tube as it gets cast around. And we should get If we look in the actual chest, if I can figure out where to click, we're going to get some gold. So we're going to try to upgrade this chest. So that's going to be surrounding it with gold. And that'll be pretty good. We could turn it into silver with 4 silver, then into gold with 4 gold. And that might actually be a better idea. Or even just from silver straight into diamond. And that's honestly an even better idea. Assuming that we have 3 diamonds, which honestly, you know what? We might actually have that. We've got 2 here. We might have a diamond over there. I'm just thinking from the city if we got an extra diamond. I'm not too sure. Silver, obviously, we've got what we want here. We will need some glass. We have 2 glass. We're probably going to want some more. I don't know if it doesn't look like we have any sand lying around, sadly. I'm going to have to gravel up some of that. But we can do that. It's doable. The answer is no. We apparently don't have any diamonds lying around. The hopper's empty as well. What we could try is putting this stack of gravel in and then just hoping we get lucky in the meantime. So we'll see what happens. Because obviously if we can skip it, then that's pretty good. So gravel goes in there. Maybe we'll get one. In the meantime, I do want to make the silver upgrade at least. So we'll go into here, press U on the chest, and boom, we now have a silver chest. So a silver chest, oh actually let's switch out our camel pack. The silver chest has a much bigger inventory. So normal chest would be like this. And so we've got 2 extra rows, which is clearly pretty good. And then, yeah, we want to take it to diamond. We could take it to gold if we wanted to. We might have to, I guess, if we don't get incredibly lucky. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, bingo. Nice. I honestly, I went through. I sifted 99% of the stuff that was in here. I went in to fill up this other camel pack. Come back out, and of course, in the final like 10 pieces of gravel I had, we got the diamond. But we have the diamond. We have the glass. I think we only needed like 5 glass. So we've now got a diamond chest, and we'll see how big this guy is. He should be pretty big. I think you can go one step further. You can go either obsidian or crystal. We probably want to go crystal chest. I'm not sure if it makes it bigger, but it does make it look cooler. This is obviously the size. It obviously gets a little bit wider, as well as having all the levels that it does have. We're going to need 8 total. Oh, and I just used all the gravel, didn't I? You know what? Diamond's pretty good. So, actually though, to upgrade this guy normally, like if I want to go to crystal chest afterwards, we'll need diamond and crystal. Okay, we just need obsidian. That's doable. So, what I'm going to do here is make a massive mess, unless the dolly works. In which case I will not need to. Beautiful. Okay, so we move that. We place a diamond chest here. This guy now stores a bunch of stuff. Then I can either move stuff manually or I can break everything. What I'm thinking is this guy's going to pick everything up and make a mess. If I hold him, that shouldn't be a problem. So then what we're going to do is I'm going to break this and I'm going to break this. I'm going to stand here and I'm just going to like spam click this stuff. And then that should store it quite nicely. And we'll see how many we have left over. Alright, so I think that's pretty much everything we had. Obviously, we put a little bit extra in as well from the 2 chests, but there we go. Cool. So this is how the storage looks now. If we wanted to, we could try to sort it in columns and stuff. Normally, these actually do sort it quite nicely, but the problem is, because it's such a big chest, it looks a little bit weird. Like, if I do it in this chest, for example, see it like, I don't know, it lines them up at least somewhat nicely. It does still look a little bit random, but I don't know, it does something. It does something. Alright, well anyway, so what is next? Well, we can't really do any of these. I mean, we can, try to kill an enderman, but that involves finding an enderman. So, we are on to the next one. That is getting our hands on a piece of TNT. First step is get iron. We've got iron. We might have used it all, but I guess it does exist somewhere. We'll probably need more iron. Yeah. Hold on. Let's get this dust processing as well. Okay, so here's what the plan is. We need more gravel. Or more dust. So I'm going to break this dust and place a torch. And that is how we're going to magically get all of that delivered to us. So that's what? About half a stack. So we'll be doing about half a stack of pop. Not too bad. Not too bad. So I'll just get 1 stack for now, just to get us going. I will actually still need to mess up some, whatchamacallit. I can't even think of the word. I genuinely can't think of the word. What am I trying to say here? Some sand, because we need it for the TNT, obviously. But in the meantime, I do want this guy to be running for a little bit longer. Awesome. So, we have a hammer on us. We're going to need, I think it's just like 5. It might be 4 pieces, but we'll grab this to start off with. And we're just going to hammer it up. Next up, we'll need some gunpowder. Then we'll go ahead and chuck it in. And we should be able to get a piece of TNT. It's only 4 sand. There you go. 4 sand, 5 gunpowder. Okay, boom. Third step is to blast them up. So, we want to grab as much iron as we have, which, once again, apparently is not much at all. You know what? It's gotten a little bit better. It's more than I think we had a few seconds ago. So we'll grab all this stuff out. Obviously, we'll probably hammer this stuff up again, just because, why not, right? And then, voila, we should get a bunch more as well. Much like how we've got 30 gold in there. So yeah, we'll let that run. While that's running, we will eat some food. Okay, so it wanted us to use 8, so I guess we've got 9, the next best thing. We're going to make a button, I guess. Why not? To set this explosion off. We'll find a spot that probably won't bother us, so maybe we'll go behind the building over here. Because, I mean, it is TNT, right? It's going to make a bit of a boom. Speaking of explosions, that was not us. We'll go here. We'll swap out our camel pack. Okay, so I'm going to place this. I'm going to pick up the luggage so he doesn't run over and pick everything up. We're going to drop all of the TNT. We're going to have the button. I guess you can't place the button flat on the ground. Awesome. But, we'll see. I don't actually know what's going to work. But essentially, we want that to explode. We want to wait patiently. Okay. Makes a much bigger explosion than I thought it would. We'll quickly go grab a stack of cobble. Yep. That was a lot bigger than I thought it would. That's a very big explosion. Lucky I wasn't standing too close. That could have, and lucky it wasn't too close to my place over there. We'll pick all this stuff up, but long story short, we got 6 compressed iron. So it compressed that 9 iron into 6 pieces. So there we go. We've made a bit of a mess. We'll probably just fill it all up with cobble. Alright, cool. This area almost was safe. Let's put that there. Okay. I think we're safe now. Fingers crossed. But we should also have the quest complete. We can claim 16 more pieces of compressed iron, so we're doing pretty good there. And we're now on to the next step, making a pressure tube. At least to begin with, that's what the quest is. So, we'll see if we can do that. Let's search pressure. Pressure tube. It's going to cost a piece of glass and 2 compressed iron, and we have what we want. We can probably put that guy back down. Next up is an air compressor. So we'll search compressor. Air compressor. It uses a tube, some compressed iron, and it uses a furnace. So I'll tell you what. We'll go in here and we'll get out enough for a furnace. It looks like we have enough compressed iron, so I think we're pretty good. That goes there, and this. Yeah, awesome. Air compressor. Cool. Now, where do we want to put this stuff? We do have a bit of like machinery happening over here. We have this cactus farm. I might retire the cactus farm. I'll be honest. I mean, it's not really. I mean, it works every so often. Our luggage does have a few bits of cactus in him, but I mean, let's be honest. It is pretty pathetic to say the least. Oh, and our shovel leveled up. Awesome. Okay, so you can probably store a bunch of this junk for now. A bunch of the stuff that we don't need on us. The watering can can probably go on this guy. And we'll set this stuff up. So air compressor can go here. Beautiful. The textures, listen, they have changed quite a bit from now into the future. The UI is pretty similar. Obviously, the new UI is definitely better. It looks a lot higher quality. But it's there, right? It's awesome. It's very, very cool. And we get to pick a reward. We can get a pressure gauge. We can get some lightning plant seeds, or we can get a reward bag. Now, I am probably going to get the reward bag. Let's be honest. That sounds like the most fun. In terms of the ingredients, the lightning plant seeds we have, the pressure gauge we can make quite easily, and the reward bag does not have a recipe. Now, I thought we were going to get it from mob drops. We haven't yet. Possibly the punji sticks aren't dropping them. Maybe we have to manually kill mobs for it. But even then, I haven't stumbled upon any. So, let's grab one. Claim reward. So we get pressure tubes and we get a good reward bag. We open it up. And we now have 1 of every wool. This guy, well, not 1 of every wool. We've got 8 of every wool, I guess. But nonetheless, pretty good. Honestly, I don't know. I think that's pretty good. So we'll go ahead and chuck this in here. It's also good because we'll be able to get like dyes from them, right? Yeah. Oh, actually, they're rock wool. Interesting. Okay, rock wool can do nothing but be dyed. That's all it does. So, cool, but also kind of not cool. We've got it. Sure. Okay, so what's next? Next is either we can measure the pressure with a pressure gauge tube. I don't think that necessarily matters because our air compressor itself will tell us how much pressure it's got. Next up would be putting the pressure to work. So this is making a pressure chamber. So it's telling us make a chamber wall, a chamber window, and a chamber valve. Let's see if we can do that. So chamber wall, that's going to be 8 compressed iron. Or yeah, compressed iron. Chamber valve is going to be 8 of that with a tube. We can't afford that. And the window is going to be 8 of that as well with more stuff. So we need more iron. Is lesson of the day, essentially. That's fine. But clearly, clearly we don't have that just yet. How's this guy going? He's getting through it. Oh, we have our first bit that didn't go in. Very interesting. Do you have any iron in you somehow? No. Oh, actually, probably a lot of iron in that chest over there. We can grab some more just to, you know, get it going. Yeah, it should be fun. Oh, Enderman. I actually want to kill him. I looked at him, didn't I? Right? He doesn't really care? Huh. Because we had the quest to kill an Enderman, so I was like, oh, I'll look at the guy. It'll be great. Here we are. Oh, he he dropped his seeds. Buddy? He doesn't care the second I look away. Is that because it's daytime? Don't know. Oh god, he's awfully loud. I do apologize, but he doesn't seem to care. Cool. Okay. So, yeah, I don't really know what we're doing. We just need more iron, so we'll grab the stuff out of that chest. We'll obviously put this bit in to cook. Yeah, I mean that's it. All right, we've got 14. Not a crazy amount, to be honest. In fact, probably not going to be enough at all. I mean, it might be. It might be. It definitely might be. We would need 10 from this, and even then, I don't think that's going to be enough to make like the full thing. You know what I mean? Because we still need the interface, which I mean, it needs so much more. There's no point compressing this at the moment. We genuinely need a lot more before it's worth compressing it. Oh, that is rough. That is definitely rough. I mean, we of course have a few options. One is we get a hold of one of those scorching things, because that'll triple our iron. That's obviously pretty good. The other option is we just help this guy sift a bit. That's obviously also a pretty good idea. One of them involves near death. One of them doesn't. One of them's better in the long run. One of them isn't. See the problem? See the predicament? Alright, I'm digging out a little bit more down here. I mean, it's going well. I also set up an elevator. They apparently have a distance of like 25 blocks, so that's attempting the gap that we've got there. So what I should be able to do is go boom, boom, and then we're at the top. And that's obviously a lot faster. To go down, you just crouch, and you're down. So while we're down here, for example, I could grab my glass bottles, and go boom, 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 boom. And let's say we left some there. Oh no, not the end of the world. Takes us a few seconds to head back up. Not too sure about that one. Not too sure about that one at all. Clearly a spider of sorts. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But definitely something we should think about. Creepy plant seeds, cool. Apparently we also got normal seeds that I've completely like missed, right? Seeds. Yeah, look, seeds. So we can actually grow wheat. And we just grabbed a bunch of bones I feel guilty using them. Because I was going to use them for stock. That's all I was sort of thinking about. But I guess it makes sense to just quickly farm this stuff up. One thing I will say is they do take a very long time to grow. As you can sort of see there. Like, they take a lot of bone meal compared to, like, the 2 growth states that every other crop seems to have. But I guess the benefit is that you get a few things. First benefit is this right here. You could turn it into seeds. You could turn it into, you know, cookies and stuff. You can turn it directly into bread, right? You don't have to turn it into dough and then do all that stuff. Hey, Caterpurse. I said, hey, crook. Let's go to YouTube link. What is the purpose of you? Very strange, very strange. Let me know if I should make that. You can obviously like do all the flour, right? You can make it into flour. But making it into bread is massive because then you don't have to, well, do the normal stuff, right? You don't have to cook it and do flour and do all the dough and whatnot. Okay. What am I doing? I was getting some iron. I was getting some dust because we actually need a lot of iron. That was the plan. So I will, I'll do that. You know what? I'm already bored. I stood here for 2 seconds. I reckon we go and we attempt the attemptable, right? I'm just grabbing some of this stuff, some of the important stuff. So everything to make these peanut butter and jelly sandwiches if we happen to need them on the trip. We'll put this stuff away. I'm gonna head out. We've got the hang glider. I've got enough stuff on me. We've obviously got armor if we need to slap that on. It's about to be nighttime, which means I'll have an excuse to sleep and skip the night. And then we can, yeah, I'm going to go traveling. One thing we will need, make sure we bring is some cobble so that we can build up. But that's obviously pretty simple. We'll bring the iron with because that's totally something that we should do. Let's double check before we leave, just in case something exploded or whatever. We do have a shell. He's fully built. All is well. Let's shut that door, even though there's already another exit over there. I should do elevators up to this guy too. Yeah, we should do that like right now, is what I'm thinking. We should be able to make them. They cost us ender pearls. We've got a lot. We're pretty good in the ender pearl department. They do cost wool as well, but once again, we do have string. So we should actually be good on that as well. Yeah, in theory. So string, that's plenty. That's a stack high. These, if they apparently have that 25 block limit, 4 should do the trick. Arguably 3 should do the trick, right? In theory. And then is it just this? No, is it the full thing? It's the full thing. We're gonna need a lot more. We're gonna need a lot more wool. And as you can see, looking at these, by the way, the rock wool allegedly will not work. It's possible that it will, but it's claiming that it won't. Okay, we can get up most of the way, is what this is sort of telling us. I guess we'll put that back there. That's fine. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. we just yeah. It's fine. It's fine. We won't talk about that. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. All right. I believe we want to go west. I'm pretty sure that's where we went before. Here we go. Alright, there's our tower, obviously. I think in that direction was where we found what I believe we're after this time. So, what we're attempting to make here, and I will put on armor this time, even though it's going to make us a lot hotter. We do have an extra camel pack, if needed. What we are making, if I throw this, no, that's fine. Or what we're trying to get our hands on is allegedly in fact, while we're here, let's grab out the diamond one. You know, no mess around, no mess around. And have the blocks too. Should triple our goodies. That's the word on the street, is tripling. It is allegedly down here. I believe we had a path made down here. I believe that's what this is here. On the minimap, we look to be fine at the moment. I'm going to quickly hop down here. I'm just going to break these, okay? There's lots of these bases that we can find, lots of these little dungeons. So if I break some of the stuff that's down here, I think it pays off in the long run. Break that. Like, we can find more, is what I'm getting at. So us destroying this isn't the end of the world. We want all these crumbling scorched bricks. We want all of them. I do hear lots of zombies, even though on the map it doesn't look that bad. The crumbling ones we can break with the hammer. The other ones that we can't break are genuine blocks, I think. As in, like, we can just pick them up and use them. So, crumbling ones we want to grab. If they're taking too long to mine, just ignore them. We'll come back later with a pickaxe. Nice. Alright, so yeah, these ones are just cracked ones, which I believe we can use. So we're just going to pick them up. Oh, and our pickaxe levels up. Oh, but it is low on damage. That's kind of fine, because I'm pretty sure we can repair it with bone meal in our inventory. What a hero play. We should have emptied our luggage too, because he's pretty good. He's good at what he does. We can actually pickaxe all of this stuff and then hammer anything that needs to be hammered back at the base. That's fine. Ooh, that's perfectly fine though. We can of course do that. We'll pick this guy up just in case we lose one. It's obviously really good to have backups, as we should know. Oh, I hate you. I hate that you're not on the minimap either. Okay. Buckle in. Okay. I'm just gonna sprint jump away. Oh, that's a plague zombie. That is the little zombie that killed us before in the previous run. Now our luggage is down there. He will teleport up to the top when we build a little platform for him, I believe. Whew. Hey, listen, that was a success. That was honestly so far the most successful run I think we've made in terms of we went out for a goal, we got the goal done, and it looks like we're going to make it out alive as well. I do want to go a little bit higher so that we actually do make it back to the base. Now let's build a little bit of a platform. Please land in my hand. Thank you. Before we go away, obviously we want to make sure that we have enough food, because I think if you don't have food while you're gliding, you just sort of drop. That is a problem if you're over the sky, right? If you're pretty high up. So we do want to make sure that we are full to a certain degree. So we'll eat some of these sustenance. Okay, cool. So I believe we're good. Thirst as well. Let's just double check. Put that guy on. We have our glider. We are facing east on the map. Let's go. Cool. We could probably even go left a little bit, just because, I mean, that's obviously where our death point is. By the way, I should mention, so because I have a different sleep cycle at the moment, right? Uploads have been a bit later. They've been like, pretty much like 4 hours, sometimes 6 hours later than normal. I'm going to try to fix that. To do that, though, I'm going to schedule the videos, which means there's a delay between each video in terms of, like, pretty much what I've been doing pretty much every single time previously has been I record the video, I edit it, I upload it, it goes out like within a few hours, right? This time it's going out like 12 hours after I'm done recording. So that just means that, like, I'm only reading the comments a few hours after the video has been uploaded, right? At least in terms of for the recording of the next video, if that makes sense. So there might be a little bit of a disconnect compared to usual. It's still going to be pretty good, but just a little heads up if there is a noticeable difference, do please let me know. But that would be why. Regardless, it should be good. We should get some consistent uploads now. Time consistent as opposed to everything else. Let's take the boots off so that we are no longer overheated. Put that stuff away. Whew. How good is that? So, scorched stuff. Let's open you. You didn't pick up much, if any. Very interesting. But we now have all of this stuff, which is very cool. We can open our quest book. This was actually for the salvage operation. High oven controller, scorched duct, and scorched drain. We need those. So, high oven, controller, scorched drain. We didn't want that. I thought it would autofill. Scorched drain, it's fine. We'll just have to be a little bit careful. And a scorched duct. That's fine. It's fine. Listen, we got 2. We probably will use 2 in the future. It's just a little bit embarrassing. Okay, that's all it is. But regardless, that should be that quest done, right? Boom. Oh, deep tank. Deep tank. Listen, hey, I just want to do the quest at the moment, so we'll do deep tank. Deep tank controller. Ooh, needs a little bit of lapis. Sure, but we can arrange it. Let's sleep. The sleeping, it might not seem that important. It might not be. I'm still worried about like a ghast bringing in like a mob that just wipes us clean, right? That's obviously like a pretty big, like the fact that it can happen. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem that far-fetched. Deep tank controller, and we get 64 bricks. Because to make these scorched bricks, what does it actually cost if we were to make them? It's seared stone over brick, so you can just make them, right? This is something you can do. You don't have to find the specific place for it. You can make them. And it looks like it honestly looks like it doesn't use that much. It was what? 8 millibuckets of seared stone. We were cooking up crazy seared stone with that automated system we had set up earlier. So honestly, it's just not a bad idea. The crumbling bricks, we actually do want to break still. So we're going to go ahead and place these down and crush them up just to get some extra bricks, because I don't think we can use them as building blocks. We might be able to, but regardless, I think this is fine. So this guy is allegedly going to do ore tripling. That's the word on the street. So I can place this guy here. I imagine once again that it's got to be a 3x3 in the middle. I could be wrong. It's possible. It's happened before. But we'll place these down. I'm sure these will work. High oven structure block is what they're called. You're good. Deep tank controller, the main component of the deep tank. Yeah, okay. So scorched drain and scorched duct. So the duct we can place there. The drain maybe we can place there. Obviously we want to build the blocks as well. I'm gonna have to replace that one. But we're also gonna need a tank for this guy, right? I don't think we can use a seared tank. I'm pretty sure we're gonna want to make one, and for that we're going to need some glass, which, I mean, as you might be able to see, we don't really have. We'll grab some of this and we'll hammer it up. And I want to switch back to the tin hammer because I do want to get rid of the tin hammer. It's sort of just, we have it. I don't want to not use it, but I also, I don't need it. I kind of just want to use it up, get rid of it. I mean, it's too tin. Like, it's so, I don't even know why I'm using it. It's not worth it. I don't know. Okay. All right, we've got some stone as well. I was actually going to chisel that up. The problem is, I don't actually know, do we have our chisel in here maybe? Yeah, we've got our chisel here. Okay, gotcha. I want to put all this stone in and turn it into mossy, because I want to actually mossy up some of the tools we have, right? So, for example, I would like 1, 2, 3 for now, possibly 4. Possibly 4, and I'll show you why. So first of all, this pickaxe, mossy. This dagger needs to level up. This short bow also needs to level up. That'll happen, it'll happen. But there is also another pickaxe somewhere. This guy here. Although we're going to keep him at the base, he will be good. If we do die, it will be nice to level him, to give him this. Yeah, he's kind of just broken. Okay, well, it's fine. We can upgrade him later. I thought we would need to, but I don't know. It's not really working, is it? Regardless, that's fine. At least our pickaxe is fixing itself. Okay, so what do we need to do now? The glass should hopefully be done. I was just going to put this one piece of sand away for safekeeping. Glass, beautiful. I would like to attempt to make a tank. I assume there's going to be a seared tank or scorched. Seared tank keeps any fluids it has when harvested. There's seared tank, and then there's another seared tank that looks like the one that I want, but that's seared brick. We're using scorched brick. There is a deep tank, but I think that's a completely different structure. That was sort of my understanding of what we were hearing here. Yeah, to store molten metals. The high oven runs on charcoal. Okay. So this guy just uses charcoal, so we don't actually need a tank. Cool. Yeah, we can. Yeah, I'm sure we can do that. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think, and we can keep the extra just for, I'm sure, something. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll pick you up. Oh god, pick you up, and we will place you back down. Probably not there. We're probably going to be building something there, in that corner, sure. And then boom. So this guy is allegedly functional. We can obviously put coal or I guess charcoal in there. That should be fine. And then it's going to triple my stuff. Sure. We'll probably give it a shot. We'll see what it does. We'll grab that iron out. To be honest, we don't have charcoal automated because we don't have any like chopper, right? We don't have any. I'm just trying to see like what it would be called. Mob counter. Very interesting. I didn't expect a mob counter. Harvester, I think, is what it would be called. Drawbridges, sure. Stores and inventory. Beehive, apiary, presser, harvester. I'm pretty sure that's the one we want. That's going to chop trees. We do need a thing for it. In terms of everything else, doesn't look like there's anything else that will do what we want. Water barrel. Stone sink, clay jug. Brick well. Alright, well anyway, regardless, let's grab the coal out. Let's go in here and grab out this iron here. And we'll see how it goes. So we should not get 12 from this. We should get 18. So I chuck this in. Okay, so that's the... Oh. I don't know what any of these do. If I hover over them, they say nothing. We weren't given a book, from what I can tell, unless you picked up a book. No, we don't have a book. I'll double check our bookshelf, because, I mean, it would be nice to learn in case I place it in the wrong spot. Here's our books. Steelworking. Yeah, here we go. Sure. Is it going to tell me the thing? We don't need the corners. Or do we? Oh, maybe we do. Yeah, I feel like we do. I feel like it's not working because, I mean, ours isn't lit up. Okay. You can build it taller. It is pointless to build it beyond 8 blocks in height. Must have an active redstone signal to burn fuel. Okay. Very strange, very strange, very strange. So there's... You can use sugar as an oxidizer. Uh-huh. A reducer, you can use redstone. So we're going to be putting in sugar, redstone, and sand. So, yeah, it'll be like sugar, redstone, sand. Then we put the fuel in, and we get the goodie. But that's to make steel. We obviously are going to be putting in a raw ingredient and allegedly getting a bunch back. Huh. We can also get scorched brick, obviously. We can get nether quartz from just putting sand in. We can make seared stone. We can make seared bricks. Very, very strange. Very strange. We can also do blocks of, this stuff if we wanted to. Okay, okay. Okay. Alright. Let's see. So we've got that. We do have that one extra sand that I made. I knew I made it for a reason. This thing's clearly not built the way that it's meant to be, so let's go ahead and pick this stuff up. Okay, so the idea here is that I place a scorched brick on this side as well. Is everything good? Everything's good. There. We make it a 3x3 if we can. Like so. Realistically, this one probably has to go up one. To be here. We might not even have enough stuff. That's not what I want to place there. I mean, it could go there if we wanted to. But I don't want to. I want to place an oven controller. Then we're going to have a duct. The drain, I think, got gobbled up. Yep. The drain would probably go here. We then fill in the corners. Like so. The question I have is, do we build a roof on this? We're probably going to want all of this as well. We might even need more than what we've got, sadly. Where does it say this? To begin, 3x3. Continue layering bricks in a similar fashion upward, but leave the center hollow. Cap it off with an additional 3x3, just like the bottom. Sure. Cool. So all I need to do is this. But we are missing one block. Can the block be this? The answer is probably not. I don't think so. That's fine. We can obviously make one. We've got this stuff. We've got stuff and things to do it. So what we're going to do here is take off this. I'm going to try my hardest to put a brick on there. Beautiful. Then we are going to put in some seared stone. We're probably going to waste some seared stone here. So we will just put in one little cobble. It's not going to be the end of the world. I won't lose sleep over this tiny little bit of seared cobblestone. I might actually be able to switch out bricks here and get our full bricks worth. So we might as well do that. So we'll see how much we get from one seared cobblestone. I'm sure it'll be nice and quick. Although this is just excruciatingly slow to say the least. But we'll wait patiently, calmly, collectively. All right, cool. So we're getting the bricks. Yep. Wonderful. Scorched bricks. We only need one. There we go. But we'll let the rest cook up. Yeah, sure. Okay, so this guy's going to go there. And this is now, allegedly, a completed structure. Sure. What we're going to do is put redstone, sand, and sugar from memory. Right? I think so. And this will now do something. We can allegedly put iron ore here and coal here. Possibly it needs to be charcoal. That's sort of what I'm thinking here, is that this actually needs to be charcoal. Obviously, it'd be cool if it didn't have to be, but I think it does. That's my guess. High oven duct. Okay, so you can specify what goes into this slot. And then that's just an output. Cool. Okay. I like it. Oh, but he needs redstone as well, so this might actually work. He just needs redstone. Do you have sticks on you? Of course you don't. That's fine. I'll break you. And you will get me an odd amount of sticks. So I'll break another one because I don't want an odd amount of sticks. You can eat that piece of stuff. Boom. Boom. Sticks. Oh, you know what? He's got a lever on him, doesn't he? Yeah. I knew he had that little backup lever. I knew I gave it to him for a reason. All right, so we slap this here. Turn it on. Okay. 1 second. Have that here, turn it on. I will say I do think it needs to be charcoal. That's sort of my current understanding from what I'm seeing. So we'll smelt up some charcoal, see if that is the case. Chuck that in there. Give it a bit of coal. All right, we have a piece of charcoal. Let's see. Yep, so it has to be charcoal. This is now heating up, obviously. Yep, there it goes. And so this is going to cast and get us goodies. Obviously, I need a faucet for that, but we do have a faucet right here. Cool. You're the drain, right? You're a duct. So I actually think you want to actually be on the other side. I might go grab some more charcoal. We are burning through that quite quickly. I'd love to automate this. Obviously, I'll need to be chopping down trees and stuff, which we can't automate just yet. It's on its way. It's definitely, it's probably going to be the thing we buy next. We are running low on water, obviously, but... Okay. Oh, it gets pretty hot. It's at 538 degrees. It's obviously still cooking away. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's cooking. It's very slow to, I guess, get started. The taller the structure, the hotter it gets. Sure. As time goes on, you'll become familiar with oxidizes, reduces, and purifies. These are properties of materials which lead to robust crystalline structures. Sure. Sure. Okay, so the internal temperature must meet or exceed the melting point of the metal. Does it maintain the heat when I turn it off? Otherwise, the internal temperature will rapidly decrease. So I need constant fuel in there. Hold on. To begin burning the charcoal, flick the lever. It'll gradually increase. Otherwise, it will rapidly decrease. Okay. I mean, I don't think we have enough resources to keep this thing running 24/7. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I feel like maybe this is not worth using just yet. The melting point of iron. What? You know what? Actually, hold on. I had a little book with me. I have a book that contains all the elements. Where's iron? Iron is what? The problem is it doesn't have just a list of everything. I've got to like hunt down the thing. No, wait. I think it actually does. I think that's what this is here. Bear with me. I'm checking these out. All right, iron. Okay, iron is 26. No, it's not. Did I read the 6 upside down? Is that something that I can do? Wait. Oh no, it is 26, but I was looking at page number. Yeah, my bad. Okay, 26. Iron. Here we are. It's here. Do we have a melting point? Is it gonna? I've got this. I've got this. I know I have access to Google, but I've got this. Nope. This book of elements didn't think that it would be good to know. It didn't think that, hey, maybe for some of these specific things, it should, solid liquid, oh my god, it tells me the boiling point of I've got everything. Okay, so, allegedly, 1,500 Celsius. Celsius or Kelvin? Oh, I don't know. I don't know if it's Celsius or Kelvin. Well, that's the other problem. Oh my god. It does. How do you not put a unit of measurement? You're meant to be a science book. Man, they need to consult me when they do these things. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. It's a difference of what, like 26 degrees. It's fine. So yeah, about 1,500 will be good. So we're almost there. If we want to boil this, we'll have to be at about like 2,750 roughly. Cool. Very important that I did that. Very important that I took the time out of your day to do that. So I've got to wait a little bit longer. And it's not the end of the world. We've got some more charcoal smelting. More trees are growing. I might chop those down. All's well. I might even make some PB&Js. We'll see what happens. And here we go. I turned all of them into jellies and whatnot. So we now have all that we need. We can put all of this stuff back. We can make some more. All we need is bread to make some more jelly sandwiches. But we have a bunch of PB&Js here. How delicious. Oh, absolutely. Just the most scrumptious meal. They do 4 hunger points. They're very, very good. This guy, he's there. He's at the 1,500. So as you can see, we're getting some molten liquids. You looked horrific. We also have some more charcoal, of course. We'll see what happens here. So like, hold on. He's at the right temperature, right? He's obviously melting stuff. I do want to turn this off for a second. He's off. The temperature is still rising because there's still leftover charcoal. I'm very interested to see what happens here, if it's going to like completely fall. We're also, it does look like it's tripling, I think. Because we had put 6 in and we got 9 out so far. I mean, the problem is it says it rapidly cools. At the very least, we've seen it work, so I'm happy to end this once we witness this. Okay. Okay, it is off, and it is cooling. It's cooling 10 degrees at a time. I'm going to turn it back on, because we obviously don't want that to happen. But it's good to know. Alright, well anyway, that was pretty cool. We've got what we want. This guy will keep burning. We'll leave him. He might actually be sustainable. He might be, because it does burn slowly. We'll just have to keep him filled, make sure we chop down trees and stuff. That is annoying. We'll probably have to figure that out. In terms of quest progress, I think we did a pretty good job. We're on to big power, where it wants us to make reactors, so we're clearly heading in the right direction to some extent. This guy over here, he's going to be a little bit more work. Obviously, we needed iron for that, and setting up this guy should hopefully help with that department. What I might do instead, since we do have enough for it, is replace this guy with a block casting, and we can cast blocks of iron. And yeah, beautiful. The fact that this visual animation existed back even then, you know what I mean? Even making casting iron back in the day, even the little slow build up, 1.6.4 this existed. How cool is that? What a time to be alive. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.